What is up, YouTube? This is Mike, aka VVV Flash, and I'm here bringing you a pretty sick gameplay today. It's a Swarm and League play. I don't even know why I had it on. I like to put it on just to mess around and things. So it's going to be a really good gameplay. You're going to see some high kill streaks and stuff that you usually don't see in Masters rank games like this. I use the M8 the majority of the time, but that's not what I'm going to talk about today. Today I'm going to use this video to talk about my UMG atLANta predictions, and that's, if you don't know, UMG atLANta is the LAN event in Atlanta this weekend, starting tomorrow. And I wanted to go over who I think is going to win and why, and what all my predictions are, basically. So, starting off from number 8 to number 7, placing-wise, I'm going to have MKR in Gaming and TK. And I'm not going to say why, really. They're just who I think will finish, like, 7 and 8. And then I'm going to go more into detail with these other ones. At 6, I'm going to take Unite Gaming, and that's Imbo's, Ricky, Nameless, and Saints. I think after Imbo's good placing with FaZe the last event and Ricky's top 8 placing with Conquer, that's going to be, with Saints slaying power and Nameless's experience, it's going to be a lot, and it's going to push them over the edge and get them into the top 6 this event. I really like Unite. At number 5, I'm going to go with SoaR. SoaR is the new team on the block. It's the newly formed Realize from former VVV Gaming, Methods from FaZe, Heist from FaZe, and Stainville from Envy. And a lot of people, want to blame Stainville for the reason that old Envy got last at Gfinity, and the reason why they were starting to slack on their placings. But I really don't think that Stainville's washed up or anything anymore. I think he was just playing out of his comfort zone. He's always been a dominant AR assault rifle player in every game. Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, and now all of a sudden he was running an SMG, and I just think that's not his strong point. I think on the SoaR team with him back running the assault rifle, and with the help of Realize, Methods, and Heist, who have all placed very well, that they're going to crack the top 5 and have a pretty successful weekend. At number 4, I want FaZe. FaZe is Slacked, Huddle, Replays, and Spacely. This is 3/4 of the Unite team that took second at MLG Dallas. I think that Replays is an awesome player. There's obviously a reason why FaZe dropped their whole team and kept him on the competitive team and picked up these guys. I don't think he's a good. This is the same team that, like I said, they got second in Dallas, but they had Clayster. I don't think he's as good as Clayster, but he's definitely good enough. And this team has so much talent; they're definitely going to break into the top 4. At number 3, this is probably going to be a surprise, and I hate to say this because this is honestly my favorite team on the circuit right now, and I love them to death, but I think at number 3, Complexity, that's going to be my choice for number 3. Really, they didn't compete in the online qualifier for UMG atLANta, and I know that they just won they won Gfinity, and they won MLG Anaheim, they've won everything right now, but it's going to be so hard. There's so many good teams, and they're going to have such a bad seed. They're going to have to beat all these pro teams coming from the bottom, and that's really why it's so hard for an amateur team to come out of an open bracket in an MLG event. And this is going to be kind of like the same thing. They're going to have to beat all these teams. So that's going to be tough, and I know they're beating everything right now, so if anyone can do it, they can do it, but it's really going to be hard. So I'm rooting for them personally, but I think this is where they end up. At number 2, I'm going to say Envy, and Envy's probably going to be most people's pick to win. Envy right now, if you don't know, is Rambo, Proof, Karma, and JCap. And Karma probably honestly the best player in the game, but I think he's a very selfish player. I don't know, we'll see where they finish. JCap's awesome. JCap's been personally my favorite Call of Duty player since Modern Warfare 2 when he used to use a FAMAS in Marathon. Rambo's probably the smartest player in the game. He's so smart. If you watch his stream, he's just always on top of things. He seems like he's a step ahead of everyone at all times. And Proof just always, he's a natural-born slayer. He kills anything that moves. The guy's amazing. I think that this team has a good chance of winning the next Gfinity, and a very good chance to win this event, and then upcoming in the future MLG Columbus. But I just think that they even in the qualifier, because Karma was Canadian, they played with Scump. So I don't see them coming up with the win, but I see them getting really close. So definitely in the top 3, they could win, like I said, but I have them at number 2. And my winning pick, which might surprise some people, is going to be Epsilon. I'm going to choose Epsilon basically because I think Parasite's a great anchor. I think he's the best anchor in the game minus Clayster. I think Kill is the best player of his position. He's so good with SMG, kills everything. I mean, watching his stream since he started to stream is just unbelievable, the things he does. I think Mercs is obviously a good player. You know, that 3 is the core team that really started the first dominant team on this game. And I know that they didn't have Karma, but you know, you've seen so many tweets from Parasite and things, and I know he's not going to let his team seem like they're going to be worse or anything, but he has been saying that they're playing a lot better, and I do agree with the tweets he released after Gfinity. He was saying something like, you know, Karma started to play selfish, and it's not that Karma's bad, but he wasn't playing to their play style, and it was affecting them. And I think with John, they're going to be they're going to play more as a team, and hopefully not fight as much. You know, that's another thing too. Who knows? It depends on their attitude. Parasite and Killa, you know, there's a video going on of them jarring. They always are talking. They always seem mad, and if they can control that, I think they're going to come out with a really, really good placing. I think John is not a warrior. You know, John won an event in Black Ops 1 when he was like 14 years old. He's a very good player. I think if he keeps his head on straight, and I think with this new Epsilon sponsor, they're gonna have something to prove. They're gonna want to prove that they're the best again, and that's who I see coming up on top. So let me know who you think. That's my predictions. Rate, comment, subscribe. I'll be coming out with more gameplays and videos. As you see this video coming to an end, I end 37-2. Pretty sweet gameplay. So yeah, that's going to be it, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Transitioning. Gun down.